Hello, we're back. The sun has gone in, which is lovely, and we've moved slightly. So, good news. Good news first.
Well, it
dragons.
Yeah, it depends how you look at it. If you're a green-white player, then bad news.
Four-colour dragons.
But everybody else in the entire
final.
world is four-colour dragons. Like.
So, we have in the final of our incredibly meta event, Blue-Red Ulamog and four-colour dragons. Which is really, really sweet. Apparently, really difficult match. There's some lot of plays at the green white tokens.
Yeah, it seems to be.
This is four-colour dragons, and I just spoke to Matthew really quickly, and he said that game 3 was a really tough one. So good for Matthew, good for us, good for the Twitch stream. We're jumping straight into the action here. So Sam, what are your thoughts about this matchup?
I kind of feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but I kind of feel like the blue and Eldrazi is going to be favoured here.
Yeah, okay.
So I think it doodles around a little bit, the Dragon's deck probably, and I'm assuming that the blue-red Ulamog deck's on the play.
Well, I don't know, main deck Dragon Lord Jamoka.
That's true. Yeah, I mean,
that's really good.
That kind of like
it's not going to
my point, and it's gone with that one statement. Dragon Lord Jamoka, yep.
There's 2 as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he'll actually ever cast it.
The other thing is Matthew does have counter magic, which is pretty relevant actually. It can counter wars can occur, and the blue-red deck won't necessarily win all of them.
Yeah.
Even if like Silumgar's Scorners just uses a force spike.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I see where you're coming from.
We could see. We'll see what happens anyway.
Yeah.
It's not really a match that I thought I'd have to commentate on. So here we have the anticipate versus anticipate battle.
Yeah.
One of them slightly shiny.
Matthew Wilson's deck is quite nice. Yeah, I've noticed. There's an exhibition there, some foils. It's very nice.
Yep. He has the one-off foil F&M promo. Which really annoys me. Actually, like he has the four in play and one of them's wrong. I'm like, no.
That doesn't match either. Anyway.
You go charging up that major network.
We did see major network with like 6 counters on, didn't we? A couple of games
yeah,
ago,
we did.
Really impressive. Storage lands,
It wouldn't surprise me if it happened again this game. To be honest with you, there's not really going to be much pressure on his mana base. It's just going to be kind of.
His anticipates don't match either. I'm not sure I can support Matthew Wilson.
This is the worst. This is the worst.
His 2 Slinger Halls are both different as well. Sorry, his 3.
Maybe he just does it to annoy commentators.
Maybe he does. Maybe that's it. He's in there just to hate on us.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably the case. So there we go, Canopy Vista. So 3 of the 4 colours.
It's safe to say that green and black are very sort of thin splashes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Literally just for the Dragon Lords, I believe.
For Dragon Lords, But it's still pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. You got 1 on Forest, 3 Sunken Hollow, and a Swamp.
Just for the 4 Evolving Wilds to find. That makes sense. Yeah. So there are a lot of cards in this deck, in both players' decks, that aren't going to be incredibly useful. Kozilek's Return out of Dan Cocking's deck doesn't do anything.
No, it doesn't do anything at all, actually.
Well,
I mean, on the
flashback.
But
at that point, like when you cast a new Ulamog, you get to kill your 2 things as well as exile 2 more things. So it's like,
So we've got a Hedron Archive in play from Dan, and a cycled Hallowed Moonlight from Matthew.
Yes, Hallowed Moonlight, one of those cards, not doing a lot.
It gets rid of your Drowner of Hope tokens and your Spawning Bed tokens, so it can do some things.
Yeah.
Not massive amounts, no, and I think cycling it is absolutely fine there.
Yeah.
So Dan's going to untap with
almost
6
anticipate
mana.
4 and 5 and 6
mana. A lot of mana. Here's Hedron Archive number 2.
More mana. So we're Ulamogging next turn.
Yes, I believe so. If you charge up that major network. Yep.
Which is scary, although...
I don't think there's one in hand, but...
So the cast
there is one in hand,
there is,
actually.
Wow. So what is this, turn 5, turn 6? Turn 6
Yeah,
it's not awesome, but it is good.
I mean, it's pretty good. You pair casting 10 mana spells. See if Matthew's got anything that he can actually do to deal with that, but... the cast trigger itself is just going to destroy the mana base, the already thinly stretched mana base by the looks of it.
It's interesting, I'm not sure what you hit. I suppose keeping him off, keeping him off white seems powerful.
Yeah, I think that's probably the play.
Since almost all Dragon Lords are white.
You don't really care about the green because the green has to go with the white, the Dragon Lord Dramoka, so you just get rid of the white sources, I think.
I can see Dragon Lord Tulgar being really good. If we get there.
Yeah, I mean, still your Ulamog seems pretty good. Yeah, that would be a fun thing to see.
We need to see that, I think. Just keep playing games until we see that. See, there's the Sunken Hall, so we have all the colours.
Yep. And I pass the turn
just with
back.
Sunken Hollow, kind of used to be able to close in.
And we've got a charge of the Major Ring Network.
Here we go. It's Uli time. You can't even Silumgar Scorn as a Force Spike. He's going to have so much mana.
Yes, yeah. I have to believe that it's coming down this turn. I can't see any reason not to.
Yeah. I'm thinking about putting a tap land here. These players, of course, not got each other's deck lists, so partially because we've got them.
Yep.
So, I'm not really sure what to play around necessarily. I mean, we know this Force Silumgar Scorn, but
there we go. Doesn't even have to use the Major Ring
no,
Network.
I think that might be a mistake. But this isn't playing around Force Spike. Yeah, it's taking off white. That seems sensible.
Yep. I think that seems like a very reasonable play. I can't imagine it resolving though. We've seen Ojutai's command.
Well, I'm devastated he hasn't played around Force Spike. I feel like that's sloppy. I mean, I know it's not. But, you must have heard the buzz about 4-color dragons being battered around the tournament centre. So I'd be really surprised if Dan isn't expecting a Silumgar as well.
Yeah.
Because he is expecting Silumgar as well.
Looks like it's
it's
Ojutai's
Ojutai's
command. Yeah.
We've seen him do so much work with this card.
Draw a card probably. Yeah. Straight up Cryptic, but they got the 2 lands, so I'm pretty sure Dan's fine with that.
Yeah.
It seems like a good exchange, double Stone Rain.
Yeah, jeez.
There's the other Sunken Hollow, the mismatched Sunken Hollows.
Bug Seasons Pass now.
Yep, we are.
Changed.
Yeah. I'm expecting.
We need to remind players to be a bit more careful with the camera rig.
Yep. I'm expecting the Silumgar's command next. Dan has all of the mana in the world to work with still, though.
Yeah. And access to 2 Ulamog. Is that Ulamog number 2? I don't know.
Two Ulamog, nice.
Is it? No, it's Drowner.
No, it's Drowner Throat, which is still a pretty damn good card.
Get double Drowner this turn. Yeah, I'm worried about Dan being able to produce more Haymakers than Matthew.
Which seems weird.
It does. The mana disruption of Ulamog is proving really impressive.
Silumgar Scorn, revealing
Oh.
revealing Dragonlord Silumgar.
Oh, yes please.
So we might see some fun stuff here.
Are we going to have a counterball? No, we're not. Cocking counterspell this. That sideboard is going to be so fascinating. Because, are there enough cards to bring in?
Yeah. Because
Engulfers are probably not going to get there.
No, Matthew has negates, he has 4 negates, which will probably come in.
And the Gideons and maybe even the Quarantine Fields.
Yeah, I can see that. And
I recognise horribly awry, but I can't remember what it does.
It's
like a weird
it's a
daze
counter.
again.
I think it counters anything with 4 or more mana cost. It's more
Is that
or
Disdainful
less.
Stroke? I don't remember. It's
Oh
devoid.
no, it's less. It's 4 or
it's the
less.
opposite, yeah.
It's devoid. Yeah, it's the opposite one of Disdainful Stroke.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Not doing
displacement
that much.
wave bouncing back those Hedron Archives.
Yeah,
Pretty awesome.
It's okay.
It nets him. It gets rid of 4 mana.
Yeah.
So it stops Ulamog, as you like to say.
There's
horribly
right.
awry. Yep,
There
4 or
we go.
less.
And it's exiled. And it is pretty horrible.
Yeah. The guy's coughing up sand. That is horrible.
You,
That is not something that I would like to be doing right now.
casting Ulamog on the other hand.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think it's actually a Chandra, isn't it?
Yeah, he has a Chandra in hand here. So I think
But
he's
only
just
after-
he's just
after
looking to
that.
see how he can do it in the most efficient way. I think he's taking 3 counters off to cast the Hedron Archive, and then he's going to take 1 pain to cast a Chandra.
Does that work?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to pay 1 and tap Hedron Archive to remove 3 counters? Sorry, no?
No,
Hedron Network?
it's just
Okay,
you
cool.
just tap it and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
takes the
The counters.
counters. Yeah.
Sure.
So Matthew taking 6.
Oh yeah, it's 1+.
So are we going to see Silumgar stealing? Yeah, it seems fine.
He's tapped out.
Yeah, I don't know whether you minus here or you just gamble and plus. Gamble that the Silumgar's going to stay in play.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's a bit awkward. You kind of give your Chandra back with more loyalty than you left
Yeah.
if it dies. So it's
You
one of
could
those
zero
awkward
it.
ones whether you just.
Yeah.
I suppose you could zero it as well, but it's one of those
depends what's in
awkward
his
ones.
hand.
Yeah.
He's probably looking for white sources. And both players are taking turns tapping out here, so Daniel is, even though he's lost his Chandra, he's got his next turn unimpeded. He can just go for it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, he's just going to -5.
So that's just 6 mana to destroy target Chandra.
Yeah, and I think that's fine because you know that Dan has removal spells. I mean, look, he has a Jace there as well, so he could have just bounced it, got it back. I mean, it's not great because then you play it, steal it,
Jace,
kill, you know.
Get the Chandra, kill the Jace,
Yeah.
But it is so much Gocking Exec is just slowing down the flow of the game and making sure he survives. And at this point, he's just blue-red control.
Yep. Yeah, but I think that's all the deck wants to be. You just blue-red control, and every now and again you go, boom, I win. It's nice to have that big 10 mana I win the game spell. There's another Hidden Archive. I think he's going to tap that, play Jace. So he's going to be drawing 2 every turn for a while and getting an extra scry, so there's some nice value there. So he's go to the top. Oh, Ulamog. Ulamog goes to the grip. So yeah, I think Ulamog's going to come down next turn and take out
more white sources.
More white, yeah, like the white source and maybe the green source or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe the white source and one of the black sources. Yeah. Either way, it's going to put Matthew back to Tactus, 4 land. Dragon Lord Jedi is a pretty nice play, but and also it can't get destroyed by Ulamog.
So if we have an answer to Ulamog and we have a 5/3, unfortunately we can't kill Jace hard enough. Oh, we can, can't we? We can put Jace. Jace is a real plus Jace.
Yeah.
And then it'll be able to bounce the Ojtai after it's attacked it.
Yeah.
Which is.
Spawning bed in hand as well.
I really like Cocky Exec. I hope lots of people go away and try this out for FNM.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's a super sweet deck.
And like you say, he's crushed the field because of the lack of aggro in the format right now. Well, particularly on the field, in our little meta. Our little 40-person tournament didn't have enough ban.
So they go the white and green sources.
Didn't have ban humans or mono white.
Fair amount of that. I think
there was 3,
4, 5 decks.
Okay.
But
no mono white.
No, there was no mono white at all.
I think there was one mono white. That was mono white prison deck. I don't know how it did.
Yeah, I would have liked to see the deck tech there, but I think it faded off into obscurity.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan's going to get to untap with an Ulamog, which is bad news bears for Matthew. I mean, there's just.
Does Matthew have any removal spells for Ulamog? I think I've already asked this question and we decided he did. There's just a planner outbursts.
That doesn't kill it though.
Oh yeah.
That's indestructible. Yeah. I mean, Tragic Arrogance if he has another creature out. But I don't see when that's ever going to be the case.
No.
Yeah.
I really like Chris Vincent's tech of the threat that you guys have played in Nea before.
Yeah.
I've forgotten the name of it. But.
Yeah, the what's it called? The Madness one.
Yeah, Madness Friend.
Yeah. I actually got to do that against someone at the GP.
Oh, he's lost both his Dragon Lord Jamokas and his Sunscourge Regent. So...
It's Malevolent Whispers, that's the one.
Whispers. He's pretty low on win cons now as Matthew Wilson, but does it lead...
He's also...
I feel like this first hit of the Ulamog is nearly always a scoop.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I had to, when I was doing live turns when Daniel first attacked with the Ulamog, and when his opponent didn't scoop, I had to ask the power judges at Ulamog because I'd forgotten, because no one ever actually takes damage from it. They just go, 20 cards, no chance.
Yeah, it's a bit of a beast when it gets into play.
I mean, it's probably wrong to concede, particularly in a high-stakes situation like this, but it's really rough.
I think it's very hard to win when Ulamog gets to attack once.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's not only hard to deal with Ulamog, it's hard to actually recoup the advantage you've lost just from losing the 20 card deck that you were going to use to win. Like Dragon Lord Jamoka is really good here, and he's just not going to get there.
I think that's a Drown of Hope in Silumgar Scorned.
It is. Probably turned too late though.
I mean, yeah. Dan's got a spell shrivel, he can spell shrivel it if he wants to, but it doesn't really do anything. If anything, it's actually better for him to have the Drown and Hope in play because he's got that Tragic Arrogance and he can,
Yeah.
So, I mean, he still doesn't have double white though, or necessarily have the Tragic Arrogance in hand, so all a bit of a moot point really. So we're going to see the Dragon Lord Ojtai attack.
Just to draw a card, right?
Yeah.
It's just being curious.
I mean, Matthew's going to have to play a chump blocker to not straight up lose.
Yeah, he seemed he's not got 20 cards left in his library, so he's definitely done cast on the attack trigger. So he's to find an answer.
Yeah.
What's this?
Ooh.
Yeah. We knew it was there as well.
Oh.
That would have been nice.
I'm really upset by that.
We said we needed to see it happen. It nearly happened.
Yeah.
It nearly happened. So Dan Cocking takes up that game. Ulamog a house.
Yeah. I'm surprised it was as much of a game as that after 2 Ulamogs were cast. Really.
Yeah.
So.
Looking at sideboards now. We talked about the 4 negates.
Yeah, I think the negates come in.
Is Matthew Wilson trying to win the counter wars? Is that the plan?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I think you have to go in it with the look.
It counts Hedron Archive as well, which is good. And like random spells that random non-creature spells that Dan's using to.
The thing is though, like even winning the counter war is not great because the Eldrazi spells have already got like
cast
value and cast triggers. I mean the Drowner doesn't, admittedly, but.
So Cocking probably if Cocking assumes Wilson's on that plan, he's probably bringing his negates in anyway. Partially because there isn't a lot else. I'd be bringing in Ruin Processor as well if I was Cocking, just as another body. Yeah. I think I want to be threat dense, maybe even Thornots.
So if Rending Volley comes in, kills
a tap Dojatai.
I mean.
It kills. No, it doesn't kill something.
Yeah, it doesn't really kill much else. It kills Sunscorch Regent.
Boom. Yeah. Just.
Yeah. If they haven't cast any other spells, they'll have no other spells to cast. Yeah. It also kills Orator of Ojutai. I'm really clutching at straws here.
I think he bought out the Orators. Do you bought out the Orators?
They don't do anything. They cantrip.
Yeah.
They cantrip and block Ulamog for 1 turn.
Yeah. Okay, they cantrip, so we'll leave them in. Quarantine Field seems strong. But if we're negating all of the...
Yeah.
Maybe not then. Oh, crikey, I have no idea. I wish I could be a better commentator for you guys at home. I genuinely do, but I wasn't ready for this 4-color dragons. Just wasn't.
The world wasn't ready for this 4-color dragons.
It really just wasn't. Thankfully, Ulamog was. It does seem.
Yeah. I mean, he is ceaselessly hungry.
He is, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's going to eat all of them dragons. Yeah. And the lands. And just
Nelly's made as Nahiri 8 in the last time we saw 4-color dragons on camera. I thought that was quite nice.
That was impressive, actually. Just destroy
the same, keep going.
And still lost, so it's a little bit unfortunate.
In a similar way that Wilson managed to kill an Ulamog and still lost.
Yeah.
Surviving 2 cast triggers only to die to the
horribly
mill.
Yeah.
A weird exile mill.
Yeah, it just attacks from so many angles. It's once in play, there's not really much you can do. And unfortunately, there's not really massive amounts in the sideboard that can do anything. I mean, you've got Dragonlord Silverguard to steal it, and that's all I can really see. If that happens, then fair play. You deserve all of the.
I think that's probably your plan now.
Yeah.
Let him resolve. Well.
And then try and win the counter.
Yeah, and then try and win the counter over the Dragonlord Silverguard.
Yeah.
Which probably means the dispels are good. Both bringing dispels in, I would imagine.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, he saw Ojutai's Command and he saw Silumgar's Scorn, so yeah, I can see that as being a thing to bring in. The spells definitely. I did not expect this to be the top 2, the finals.
I mean, Cocking's got a lot of experience with this deck. I'm not sure how much Matthew Wilson has played 4-color dragons. It seems a bit.
Well, I mean, I think if it's a brew that he's created himself, then the chances are he really knows how the deck works and knows how it ticks. Let's see.
So Wilson on the play this time. Maybe that'll help. I know sequencing tap lands is difficult, so being 1 turn ahead of being able to resolve a spell on turn 3 when Cocking has played a turn 2 tap land might be game breaking. Although Wilson does have a lot of 3-drops that you want to resolve on turn 3, so it's a complicated one.
Yep. So here you go, tap lands all the way.
Yeah.
So that's a majoring network drawn by Dan, which I can imagine he's going to run out just to start getting the counters going. And a cracking of the Evolving Wilds.
Probably for Island here. I think double blue.
I'd assume so. You need the double blue for the Scorn. So Dan's hand has a lot of high drops in it. It's got an Ulamog, 2 Drowner of Hope. I can only see one of the land.
Yeah,
so
I think there's two. I think there's a Shivan Reef and
is there a shrine as well?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Looking forward to seeing how this game progresses. The negate is available now.
There's another tap land. Fantastic.
Oh, I've been hearing my ear now that the white prison deck went 1-5.
Oh, no.
Well, the one magic one would probably been good one to watch.
Yeah.
Unless it was the buy. Oh.
We'll see.
Anyway.
We'll never know, let's face it. I mean, but long may it last in infamy. So we've got an end turn anticipate from Matthew. I think he's going to crack this evolving wilds as well. Yep.
Here we go.
I'm going to go shuffle the cards that he's just put on the bottom right back into
You might
his
want
deck.
them.
Yeah.
You might not.
No.
We talked a bit about this, how relevant the shuffle is, and having some standard formats there aren't one, and in some, Alex brought up the example of the mono blue. Apparently it was the buy.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh well.
I'm glad he played it out though. I mean,
Hey.
true hero.
True hero. You have a lot of fans on the stream. Mono white prison guy. Anyway, I was saying, the mono blue taking turns decking modern that needs to shuffle its deck in case you scry with certain visions, time warp to the bottom when you're looking for lands, and then when it comes around to turn 5 and you want to start warping, you can't because all your emeralds on.
Yeah.
And standard does that similarly, like when anticipate, Dragon Lord Urge, these sort of cards that put cards on the bottom, even just the scry at the start of the game if you're mulligan.
Mm-hmm.
Cool interactions.
Yeah, definitely. So we got 4 mana held up by Matthew. No plays yet. No dragons as of yet, but I don't think any of his dragons cost any less than 5 anyway, so not likely to see anything quite yet.
Cocky hasn't played a spell yet.
Nope. Who needs spells?
Just play lands and Ulamog.
Yeah, exactly. That's a 5 mana, and we've got anticipate.
So we haven't really seen any sideboard cards yet for either player, other than the 2 negates in, the negate in Daniel's hand.
So Dan's just anticipated for a land, maybe showing he's got a bit of a land-like hand, which I think he did before, but he's drawn into another spawning bed. I mean, this majoring network's nuts, right? It's turning his like very little land hand into basically a ramp. It turns him into sort of a ramp deck. I mean, I know it is sort of a ramp deck anyway, but it's mostly a control deck. But you can now tap 1 land for 4 mana.
It's just, and we're going draw go. Matthew wasn't just draw go, which is not what I don't think it's where we want to be against this.
No, not at all.
The Ridler deck, you want to be
It's
pressuring
really
it
not,
with 1 drop, 2 drop, 2 drop, 1 drop sort of thing.
Well, next turn he can cast Ulamog. I mean, he just charges the land up again and casts Ulamog, and that's, I mean, it's pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah.
I mean, it might get countered. I think Dan might just take another Ulamog here.
Just go Ulamog crazy.
No, he's going to take the 1 a few more. I think that's fine as well.
Okay, yeah. Preach lands are still strong.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that once the charge land kind of goes down, it's not ramp anymore, so you can't do it anymore. But I mean, this turn he can cast Ulamog. He's got it right at the front of his hand. I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to either. He's really on no rush.
It's Force Spike this time. That's the question.
Is that the real question?
I think he should. Right?
Yeah.
I think he should.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to. And like, you don't want to. If your opponent's having dragons, you don't want them to just get a free value Force Spike out of it. So he has access to negate for whatever his opponent's doing.
Yeah. I'm a little bit worried for Matthew now. It's got to that situation where it's just he's not done anything. He's cast like 2 anticipates, I think.
Yeah.
And Dan's drawn into lands. There's a reality smasher as well, which, to be fair, you can probably just play that now and hold up negates and other counter spells. So I see no reason not to play that. I mean, he can play either one of them. To be honest with you, Ulamog's fine as well.
And there's Drahner as well. He just has his
I mean, he has all of the Eldrazi.
It turns out, Eldrazi, they were quite good. Even the 2 mana 2 ones were good. It turns out the 10 mana 10 turns also pretty damn good. Frustratingly so to an extent. This matchup hasn't been particularly interactive so far. I can promise you, viewers at home, this is going to get there's going to be a turn that's just going to be amazing where both players cast 4 spells and there's a 10 card stack with counter spells and negates.
That Majoring Network now in net 7 mana.
So good.
just sit here. Yep, I'm gonna win eventually. Because Dan's not really scared of anything now. He has all of the counter spells that he really needs. I'm guessing Matthew's going to have some. He's going to have counter spells, and he's also going to have some dragons. But the dragons are kind of less useful than the counter spells at this stage.
Yeah.
It's like he needs to be able to win the game, but here comes the reality smasher. Oop. Let's see if this meets the counter. I can imagine it will. I don't know if Dan even fights over this. Does he just let it? Like, if he gets countered, does he just let it get countered?
Card a card. Well, he can activate a fumarole if he wants to use some counters off his Major Network.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no he can't, 'cause he has to filter in the colours.
So there's a negate.
Okay, we're fighting over this.
I think it's fine. To be fair, I think it's hard for him to lose from the situation. I might eat my words, but he's got 2 negates in hand. You know, he's got an Ulamog which he can play. He's got a Drowner of Hope which he can play.
Yeah.
Matthew's put literally no pressure on him the whole game.
Yeah. I think the lack of pressure is frustrating.
Yeah. So, building a stack. This is what you promised, Luke.
I was so waiting for this moment.
There's the Scorn, revealing Ojutai. I believe this is probably going to get countered as well.
But do we have the... I wasn't lying, was I?
No. Yeah, there you go. There's another negate. And if there's another Scorn, then, like, Dan's fine with this. Dan just goes, all right, cool. Next turn I'll play Ulamog, but it resolves and it looks like he's going to get smacked in the face.
Oh man.
Yeah. You know, if the first one's going to get through, I'm going to believe that the Ulamog's going to get through. It's a very angry reality smasher yawing across the table. I mean, Dan's tapped out, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe a Dragon Solemn Guard comes down.
Or Jamoka. Jamoka's good on this board.
Yeah.
If he's got like Jamoka and... I don't know. Jamoka and a counterspell for cocking Ulamog. No, because...
Ulamog's just going to kill it.
Ulamog just kills it, and it's a cast trigger, so
yeah. Hooray! Alright, Ojutai matching up really well right now.
Reads cards.
What is this? So Wall of Omens comes down, draws him a card. Yeah, I mean, he can't even block the reality smasher. I mean,
doesn't go very well.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, does Dan even bother exiling it? Does he just exile the lands instead?
Or we do the Rending Volley.
No, I think is that Rending Volley? Oh, it is Rending Volley. Yeah, just Rending Volley it. Just get it out of the way. Come on, that's what we want to see.
You can do it during the declare blocks. It's just got trampled.
Yeah, it's trampled for one.
Yeah, why bother?
Yeah, there's no point. I mean, he's seen the Ojutai in his hand, so he can keep it for the Ojutai if the Ojutai ever attacks.
As well.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's just, this is brutal. I think he's just going to go for the Drowner.
To be fair, Matthew Wilson, faced with the same situation he put Chris Vincent in the feature match we had where he was featured.
It's like another Ojutai's command here. Yep.
It's possible that both these decks have done really well because of the lack of aggro decks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. I mean, Dragon Lord Roker's great against White Weedy if you can cast it.
Yeah.
But that's 7 mana and White Weedy's killing you on turn 6. So turn 5.
Dan's going to remove some counters from the Measuring Network to Clash of Wills. See if Matthew's got a follow-up to this. Yep, looks like he does. There's a Slum Gas gone. Frostspike.
Yeah.
Got him. See, I don't see why he didn't Ojutai's command. Instead of just drawing a card, he could have brought back the Orator of Ojutai and shown Dragon and drawing a card. Or is it on cast?
I'm not sure, I need to check.
Yeah.
Hey, we weren't expecting to learn these cards. That Rending Volley is so much value. Are we blocking here?
I think you have to, don't
Matthew
you?
Wilson just blocking?
See,
why not?
He's got feels really bad, right?
You can get trampled over as well. So we'll see how this goes. I'm really interested in Matthew's. So the awkward thing for us is that we know about the Rending Volley and obviously Matthew Wilson doesn't. So attacking, here we go.
Oh, it's
a cast.
It's a cast, alright.
I don't know. So...
Yeah, you have to reveal it when you cast,
yeah.
So you wouldn't draw a card. So never mind, ignore me. In for 5.
Might have been activating the Fumarole here.
I think he's already done attacks. I think he's just casting Ulamog now. I think he's going, I'm bored of this now. Just
that's weird.
Cast Ulamog.
Interestingly, he's played around Frostspike, but not around Counterspell.
I think he's assumed by now. We've seen a lot of Matthew's counter spells. Maybe he's just gone, well, there can't really be that much left. Which apparently is wrong. Boom.
That's score number 3.
Yep.
Yeah. He's been scorned.
Oh dear.
Now we're just looking at like an Esper Dragons board.
Yeah, I think Dan's nicely left that 1 red up, which is going to take... Ooh,
he's thinking.
Ooh.
He's thinking.
Ooh. There we go. He's there. Got him.
We've not got the combo of always watching.
Oh dear.
Man, I mean,
he's going to look at that can't be countered line and cry.
Well, I also think Cocker would be okay with him spending a counter spell.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah.
Go another one.
Nope, Sunscorch Regent. That gains him life. Another reader.
Another one.
We got a reader.
Yeah. That seems very reasonable. That will block Smasher eventually.
Yeah, but not this first turn.
And this Anticipate looks a bit silly now.
It does, yeah. I'll gain you a life and put a +1/+1 counter on your creature.
Yeah, it is an opponent, so...
Yeah. Actually, does he just activate Fumarole and attack and then he has to block?
Trade with the Fumarole.
Yeah. I mean, this still seems like a miserable situation for Matthew.
Yeah, I didn't even realise he'd done just 9 life.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, this Blue Ulamog deck sort of crippling its opponents by making them hold counter spells while also
you don't even realise that it's doing it.
Yeah,
it's just suddenly you have a little life and I've got a reality
it's more like usually if you're playing this 4 dragons, you're probably like, oh, I'm on 9, that's okay, I can stabilise soon. Yeah. But you're facing out a Smasher and a Fumarole.
So we've got a Drowner of Hope.
Oh, I think
attempting
that's
to come into play.
lethal.
I think he has a counter for it.
Oh, no, he gains a life, so it's not lethal. He goes to 1.
That's true, yeah. Sunscorch Regent is apparently the best card in Standard.
Well, he can't activate Fumarole now.
No. He can if he removes the 2 counters from the...
Does he have to filter it, or is it...
No, it's just you remove them.
Yeah.
And you get 2 mana. There you go.
Cool.
Paying a life. So he's going to go to 1. So I imagine this is probably going to get tapped down just before attack or something.
Just tapped down now.
Yeah. There's no reason to do anything else.
Looking at his hand of counter spells, a Rage of Oshai.
Hand on head.
Yeah. I think Cocking, sweeping through the top 8.
Yep.
Come on, top 8 game in the semi-final and final. I think this is it. So
yep,
19 life, taking
pretty
1 pain.
Impressive performance, to be honest with you. I think this might be is this Dragonlord Dromoka or Dragonlord Silumgar?
Come on, Silumgar.
We'll see. It could be either one.
Oh.
Either one's pretty good. Oh no, it's Quantity Field. Didn't I sweat that?
That's okay.
Yeah, this works. This keeps. Does it? No, because he taps it down now, and then one of the female gets in. Yeah. Boop. Unless he has Path to Exile, which in case he's probably going to get disqualification. Yeah. Swords is fine though. There we go. And that's the tournament. Dan Cocking taking down the British Magitime Cup.
He has indeed.
In pretty impressive fashion, to be honest with you.
Yep. I mean, like we say, he's top 8 at WMCQ with his deck, and that's what he's doing. And I think he, really capitalised on a meta that was just lacking in mono white aggro.
Yeah. But no, that's great.
It is great, and that match was, despite being very reactionary, both decks performed admirably.
Yeah, I just don't think in that last game that the draw-go plan is good for Matthew.
No, unfortunately
It's just very difficult for him to actually, find a win there.
Yeah, so, I agree.
Yeah. It was kind of what I expected.
I like that.
Yeah.
Seems like this is the kind of deck that we're going for. So that was the tournament. We've had a great time. We have a lot of time here now to talk about some spoilers just while we're chilling at IQ Games Huddersfield.
Yep.
Eldritch Moon.
I'm very excited for Eldritch Moon.
I am. You saw a lovely meld playmat that we had.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. You're getting there way ahead of me.
Head of the game.
I'm really looking forward to the Writhing Township.
Yeah.
Just that. To be fair,
the concept is cool for a start.
The first card, the 2/3 with haste that create the 2/3 that creates the 2/1/1 human haste guy. I think that looks fantastic. Can't remember the exact name of the card. Is it the Garrison? Is it Hanway Garrison? Or is that the land?
Hanway Garrison is the land.
Yeah.
Those guys.
But
Hanway Keep Militia.
Yeah, that's it. It might be that.
Militia.
But with Thalia's Lieutenant, the card seems nuts.
Yes. Human tokens are OP.
Yeah, exactly.
I was good they didn't print the 3-mana sorcery that they had in original Innistrad. It was Absent Restored that made 3/1/1 haste humans.
Oh yeah.
That was sweet.
What was that thing called?
It wasn't Gather the Top. Rally the Peasants.
Yeah.
No,
it wasn't. That was
flashback. Anyway, yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah, but I know exactly which one you mean. Yeah.
So good.
That card was awesome. Emrakul looks nuts. I think that card's going to be great.
It's really nice.
I think Dan's going to be happy for that card.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, actually, I've not even thought of that.
Yeah.
Especially because he has the ability to get lands and artifacts into the graveyard.
There you go. There's Hanway Garrison.
There's Hanway Garrison for us. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Mel's of Hanway Battlements. I like the land as well. The land's pretty sweet.
Yeah. It gives something haste for 1 red, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it's also colorless, and you can like pay 5 mana and you mill them, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Flavor-wise, sweet. I like it.
I mean,
I'm not sure how the milled card's going to function on the table. They'll probably look really cool, and everyone will be like,
it's going to look really janky on the table, though, isn't it? It's like one card's going to be upside down, the other card's going to be
untapped. Who knows? Yeah. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, the previous is going to be lots of fun.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I started in Dark Ascension. That's when I started playing Magic. So like Innistrad kind of has a special place in my heart.
Yeah, that's really nice.
where I learn. Whilst they keep doing these flashback to planes, you know, I like going to new ones, but it's quite nice having this nostalgic feel. They've just done it, but I don't want them to overdo it because they've literally just had Zendikar. Now they're doing Innistrad. Yeah. Obviously, Kaladesh is the new plane that's coming after that, which should be really good. I think it's like going to be a steampunky like.
Hopefully, it's good for everyone. I think we'll finally get a blue-red artifacts commander for legendary creature fans, for EDH fans everywhere, which is something we've needed, and we'll watch that. But Beldrew and Emrakul, Dino Cockers deck will love it. Might see some fringe modern play. I heard someone joking about Chris Vincent actually joking about the Scapeshift mirror where you. Because Scapeshift is one of the few decks where you can actually get like lands, creatures, instant sorceries, all into the graveyard, and does something artifacts. So. Yeah, jamming this in the mirror and making your Scapeshift opponent stack all the lands the Scapeshift and then fairly defined seems really good.
Brutal. That's
because realistically the new clause, instead of you getting extra turn, you sort of get to take your opponent's next turn.
And then
it's quite nice. I think it's a lot fairer than Annihilator 6 was just OP. Yeah, especially we've seen do a lot of Nahiri in modern at the moment, particularly in our LGS. I don't know about you guys at home, but doing a lot.
Yeah,
with Nahiri, like people just, and even in Legacy Miracles, where people are running 1 Nahiri and 1 Emrakul.
Really, I've not seen that yet.
Yeah, every now and then.
That's interesting.
With a couple of players at the store.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, in the Jace slots, like instead of Jace, because like Jace ties to Red Elemental Blast and stuff. And you don't want to necessarily have that. So Nahiri's been a role player there. This is much more fair with that sort of card. It's not, like we're not going to be show and telling this in Legacy. I don't think we're going to be cheating it in with Through the Breach in Modern, really.
What do you think of the new Tamio?
I like the new Tamio. We've not had a banned Planeswalker for a while.
Yeah.
I like they've printed a few 3-color Planeswalkers lately. That's really cool.
Yeah, Sarkhan was a bit of a bust, I think, though. He didn't see any play.
He was in that Super Friends deck that he was vaguely in.
Yeah. I just think I don't know how she's going to fit into the Bant decks at the moment. I don't really think there's a home for her as such.
She's okay in the company decks. I like her first ability of like being able to draw cards and you deal combat damage. And I read it first. I thought it was coming out to a player. I thought this is a very like red ability or even like sort of tempo-y ability when actually it's just combat damage. So
it's also you can target your opponent's creatures as well. So if they attack you draw 2 cards. Draw a card over.
That's pretty sweet.
And also with Vigilance, it's particularly good because you get it on the block as well.
Yeah. So an advocate. Good combo. And then the other two really very, very Tamio-esque. The ultimate, as with a lot of Planeswalker ultimates lately, is just
it should just end
bonkers. Yeah, it's just bonkers.
Is it just omnipotent?
Yeah,
as well. Like, it's just. I think it's just any card that's in your hand from then on you can just cast for free. So there you go.
Tamio Field Researcher. I think they could have thrown a bit more gothic horror into this because honestly, it's not very. Like Tamio's probably pretty frightened at the moment, and this is.
Nah, she's cool.
She's
chilling. She's fine. She's fine.
Investigative heroine. She seems powerful.
Yeah, I like the little lantern. I think the art's great.
Yeah,
the whole art of this whole set, like this whole block, has been great.
Yeah, it has. Obviously, like Innistrad is a fan favorite. Partially for that reason, and partially for the tribal stuff, and partially it is gothic horror. It's pretty awesome, and that's a trope that a lot of different sort of fantasy things have wheeled out. And I know for a fact that Wizards of the Coast are looking to do more on Innistrad outside of Magic, even like look at D&D and things like this. So
that would be good. I would quite like a D&D.
D&D set in Innistrad.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
the Gothic horror trope is popular.
And I like the fact that they've kind of melded this Gothic horror with the whole like old world, like old gods, like Cthulhu-esque.
Yeah, it's very
madness
Cthulhu-esque.
and monster.
It's very. There's a pretty sweet sort of pen and paper RPG that you can play that I'll remember the name of at some point, where you just getting madder and madder, and it just reminds me of that. Like,
cool.
Interesting.
Delirium's very good. Yeah.
Delirium's sweet. The new mechanics, the new routine mechanics are pretty cool. I like Emerge.
Yeah,
we'll
see
seems
good. It's going to be interesting.
There's also Legacy Food Chain fans.
Oh yeah.
Griffin's 5 through 8. We've been brewing. It's not good, but we've been brewing. I'll come to the next Legacy event and try it out.
And you'll do well, yeah.
It'll be. I will do slightly better than One on White Prison. Hopefully, I'll do better than 1-5 with the buy.
Oh dear.
So we've talked about spoilers a bit now. We're going to pass over to Alex Roebuck, who's got Daniel Cocking over on the interview desk. I've been doing the data text all day. So yeah, we'll head over there now. Have a lovely watch of that.
Have a nice